The bedrock problem facing Wisconsin is that we simply do not have the bodies we need now and will need over the next 5, 10 to 20 years. Part of the problem is, of course, that our in-state birth rate has been declining for more than 50 years. The other major problem, however, is that we have not been successful at recruiting enough workers to come to our state. As you can see from this chart, we're not even close enough. The Wisconsin Department of Administration, for example, had estimated that we needed a net positive gain of more than 100,000 people between 2015 and 2020. In the first 4 years of that period, that is 2015 through 2018, we had a net positive gain of 1,377, not 100,000 people. The Department of Administration said we would need another 180,000 between 2020 and 2030, which would suggest that we are somewhere in the neighborhood of being well over 200,000 people short of the target. Please note that most of the charts and/or quotes in this presentation have a source identification with a link. These links will take the viewer to video clips from Competitive Wisconsin's Workforce Recruitment and Retention Action Accelerator, a gathering of statewide leaders who met in Waukesha in November last year to talk about how best to move forward. Workforce shortages result in jobs not being filled, which in turn means taxes don't get paid and tax bases erode. Unfortunately, research undertaken by the Wisconsin Department of Workforce Development indicates that workforce shortages also correlate with declines in per capita income, and based on that work are now suggesting that if we are not able to address the shortages, Wisconsin's per capita income will drop to historically low rates for the next 20 years. Also driving the urgency of dealing with our workforce shortages is the fact that the competition for high-demand workers is growing increasingly competitive. As Deloitte principal Darren Bulow notes, recruiting workers is in fact a zero-sum game. And right now, compared to other markets and other places, Wisconsin is struggling to compete.